Liverpool 0, Nottingham 3. Nottingham beating Liverpool 3-0 at Anfield. I'm not gonna lie, shit's critical, man. It's critical. It is this bad. This is very bad. And it's like after the game, I literally took a 30 minutes nap because emotionally, like from an emotional standpoint, I've kind of checked out from the title race like a while ago, a couple of weeks ago. So it's like these losses that we're having right now, it's not stinging like that. It's just frustrating in the heat of the moment. Cause like I'm really, I don't really be deep in or sitting on the results like that, like I would be if if we were a good team. Cause it's like okay, this kind of costing us, but right now it just kind of feels like where do we go from here, right? We've been losing all these games, and it's like, man, I think, bro, it is bad, bro. Bro, we need someone to just divine departure this whole team, bro. Like, I'm even me. I just want to catch that at this point because I just want this to be a race for memory, bro. We need a boss to call Hanford, BMT, bro. Emu's mother flame, like Lelisha, like just bro. We need something like that because we need to blow up this whole thing, right? Um, yeah, like I said, bro, shit's critical. And earlier on this today, right, I made a video, I uploaded a video. You guys go check that out. It was my reaction to the Brooklyn Nets video. I know it's basketball and this is football, but it's like Boston lost to Brooklyn Nets, a game or an opponent we should be beaten. And funny enough, not even more than 24 hours ago, like literally less than 24 hours ago, a couple of hours later, I'm having this same feeling in this video, bro. And it's like, man, Nottingham Forest, before the game or pre-game, they were literally in the relegation zone, one of the worst teams in the league, right? Albeit Sean Dice comes in, Sean Dice comes into the into management in Nottingham, and then they start, picking up form, things like that. But it's like, man, that's no reason for Sean Dice, Sugar Honey, Mr. Sugar Sean to be pulling up to Anfield and then playing football sweet. That's sweet like sugar, bro. Like they were popping it around. I'm sitting there like this, bro. Are we really the home team? Is this really Anfield? And I'm dead deep in it. I'm like, there's no way we let Nottingham Forest come Anfield 2 years in a row, back to back, like 2 years on the spin, and then beat us. Like last year was a bit, we played poorly, but I wouldn't say they beat us convincingly. Today they beat us convincingly. Like, bro, that's crazy to even say. So in 2 years, we've had an aggregate scoreline against Nottingham Forest at home. Not even one home, one away, both away. At home, 2 games home, Pep, two games at home. Aggregate scoreline of 4-0. We don't even have a goal against them. We can't even lay a glove on Nottingham Forest, bro. Which is insane. Like, and earlier on my videos today, I was like, I hate the feeling of giving bad teams a lifeline. And today, it feels like we just giving these lot a lifeline. That final push to say, yo, we actually be able to do something this season. And I'm looking at us instead thinking, yo, we might not be able to do anything this season. Because it's like, I was saying, I kind of see us having a decent amount of chances or possibilities to mount a challenge in the Champions League because you don't really need consistency like that. But I'm seriously thinking, yeah, we might not need a consistency, but you definitely need a quality team, a quality squad, players, that are kind of at the top of the game that could be able to turn up at a given moment. And I'm looking at this team now, right? It's been 5-6 weeks of horrible form, and outside of the results, right, it's like the performances have been bad. So if the performances are bad, coupled up with the results, right, like where's any justification or any proof that this team can actually be like, is actually quality, or is there any or enough quality in the team, right? Like there's no proof in that. So for me to even think of us potentially mounting a challenge in the Champions League, because I think this team is quality. But everything I've seen in the last few weeks has kind of shown me that there's no quality in this team, right? And I think it's a combination of a lot of things. I made another video, I think it was last week, about like issues, explaining why we are playing so bad. And it's like, obviously there's external issues. Obviously Jota's injury, I mean not injury, Jota's death, RIP Jota every time, being like a main cause. And that's yeah, 100%. That's a main cause for worry. But I just feel like that's not a sole reason. Like there's a lot of things that are in our hands, in our control, but we're just not executing. We're just not taking, I don't know, we're not taking full onus of that, right? For example, tactics is a major thing. It's like Klopp, I mean not Klopp, sorry. I'm looking at it like this, right? Guys, this does not make sense. The playing players out of position thing is not running with me. Like, I really don't get it. You're taking arguably our best player, not our best player this season. It's a fact, Soboslai, right? Best midfielder this season for us, right? One of the best midfielders in the league. He's probably the only player in this team that I could actually say has been one of the best players in his position in the league, right? So you're taking him in his natural position out of position, and it's like you're doing that to your only best player. It's like not only does that kind of offset him, but it's offsetting the whole team, because it's like you're opening, you have a hole, and then you're moving a piece to fill that hole, but then you're not realizing that you're causing even more holes. Like there's gonna be more leaks into the team because Soboslai's getting dragged into our position, and then someone's gonna play in a position that may not be out of position, but it's not really their best position. So for example, we're getting Curtis Jones or maybe like a McAllister playing in a double pivot, when really truly you want them to be higher up on the pitch doing their damage. And things like that, little things like that, little tactical tweaks that are making it a bit frustrating this season. Watching us play. The wing position is a main issue. Like Salah this season he's a legend, but it's a problem, man. I don't know what this guy has against Chiesa. I thought when Rio came on, he wasn't the best, but he had one play where he took on his guy. Even though we were down 3-0, it was kind of exciting to see that, because like it did kind of bring a new lease of life. And if we weren't really 3-0 down, if it was like a 1-0 deficit and Rio is doing that, that's gonna bring, you know, a lot of energy, a lot of positive, infectious energy that the team can feed around, right? And then that obviously builds his confidence. Playing Ekitike over Isak, what do you guys think? Me, in my opinion, I thought that was a wrong call, because it's like Isak is kind of known that he's not 100% fit, right? So you know that, but you have Ekitike, who I wouldn't say he's not, compared to his first 5-6 games, he's not in red hot form, where he's still, you know, he's kind of lukewarm, you know. Like of the two, he is the more informed player, he is the more player that's up to speed kind of things, right? And in the international break, he had a very good international break, I thought. Isak missed one of the games and virtually neutral, virtually okay-ish in the other game he played, right? He's still coming back to speed, so it just didn't feel right to start Isak over Ekitike. Me personally, I would have started Ekitike and then possibly in the 60th, 70th minute, bring Isak on for him to bring his match speed up, to get his match speed going, right? But no, I just felt like that was a bit of a wrong call, to be honest. Like, you would kind of want a guy who is in the run of things, you know, to start the game. In my opinion, that was something like slot done wrong there, in my opinion, if you ask me. I thought the players as well, like defensively, I feel like I know the issue, but it just keeps changing week after week after week, and I start questioning myself, like, defensively, do I actually know what's going on? Do we know what's going on? Do the players themselves know what's going on? Because I feel like they're just watching. It's so passive. We're so passive defensively. We're so reactionary. I think for that Gibbs White goal, right, where Alisson kind of saves it, I think he could have done better there, but I don't want to put blame on him, because I thought there was a lot of power behind that shot. It's going to be hard to catch that one. But everyone around that was so slow to react to that. It was so reactive to that instead of kind of being proactive, being, you know, on their feet. And obviously, Gibb White's was the only one that was anticipating the rebound, right? And he took the chance and he scored 2-0 there. Man, this was so bad right now, bro. I can't even crash out, you know, because I said I already checked out the league, the title race like a while ago. But man, the frustrating thing is, why do we always struggle to build from a position of power or from a position of strength? It's been a long day, man. Like, I'm gonna end it here, man. I'm gonna end it here. I've got shit to do, bro. Like, I can't really be dwelling on this for too long, you know? But yeah, guys, have a good day.